Good morning. Good morning. I want to get on here and share something that was given to me like 4 o'clock this morning. In the book of Acts, chapter 26, and I'm going to start at verse 27 and 28. And if I was to title this video, it would be Deal with Your Own Heart. Verse 27 reads, King Agrippa, believest thou the prophets? I know thou believest. Then Agrippa said unto Paul, Almost thou persuadest me to be a Christian. Searching out the issues of our hearts is not a comfortable feeling. And the only way that we can overcome these issues of our hearts is by surrendering to God. The scriptures says that, therefore submit to God, resist the devil and he will flee. This message came to me first, and I appreciate the unction of the Spirit of God. Because we as people sometimes don't want to deal with our own issues. We want to point the finger at somebody else. How can you love your neighbor as yourself when you got issues within yourself? The scripture also says, keep thy heart with all diligence, because out of it flows the issues of life. And so if we don't deal with these eternal issues ourselves, then we're always going to have that victim mentality. We're always going to point the finger at somebody else. You know, as the saying goes, you point one finger at somebody else, but you got the rest of them pointing back at you. And so in this particular thing, I like what Paul did. He went to King Agrippa. He just basically told him, hey, man, I used to do this, man, I used to do that. He was basically giving a testimony of how he was against God, but thinking he was doing God work. Until he had that Damascus Road experience where the Lord really dealt with him and gave him a new heart. But on top of that, he changed his name from Saul to Paul. So Paul had a pretty decent transformation. And so he talking to the king to let him know, this is what I used to do. I don't do this no more. So he's basically giving a testimony of how he went from having a jacked up heart to a heart that is pure. And the interesting part about it is when Paul said, Agrippa, you believe the prophets? Because I know you do. But then Agrippa's response was, man, you almost persuaded me. Let's just use our imagination for a minute. What kept him from really being fully persuaded to become a believer? What kept him from accepting what Paul was saying? When you saw this person, what he used to do, and now he's doing things for the Lord, because miracle signs and wonders follow them that believe. What is keeping us from really examining ourselves? What keeps us having the victim mentality or that black sheep mentality? It's good to examine yourself. It's good to cast all your cares upon the Lord because he cares. And he can give us the power that we need and the deliverance that we need to take our hearts from stone to flesh. And that's what the Lord wants to do. He wants to give us a heart of flesh, to show compassion, to love. But first, he wants us to know how to love ourselves. Because God is love. He's not hatred. He's not full of vengeance. Because God knows he can just speak one word and all this is gone. Bye-bye. But his mercy endures forever. And so whatever agitates you or keeps you stirred up or makes you mad to cause you to lash out, take that stuff to God. Yeah, it's good to talk to people, but you got to be careful who you talk to, because everybody's not for you. And everybody's not against you. But your first choice should be like, Lord, help me. He's a counselor. He's a physician. He has all power. He knows our issues. He's not mad because we have issues. He's more concerned about us being healed from our issues. But we just want to ride on the back of these issues because misery loves company. Seems like we are in love with just feeling bad, and seems like we just love being miserable and unhappy because we haven't truly experienced what love is. So whatever that issue may be in your walk of life, take it to the one that can help you heal. Take it to the one that has the power, because it's written, demons tremble and they flee. So we don't really understand how far these things go back. And they will continuously go forward even to our children's children, because we do not want to deal with the eternal issue, which is us. Lay aside every weight and every sin that hinders you. Take it to God. Let him know. Talk to him. Cry it out. Nobody has to see your tears. Nobody has to hear you cry. That's between you and the Lord. And if you have to continuously keep bringing it to him, keep taking it to him until you feel that relief and that release. The lady with the issue of blood dealt with her issue for a very long time, spent all that she had. She went to professionals and they knew they couldn't do anything. But she pressed her way just to get to the Lord. And she said, if I could just touch the hem of his garment, I'll be made well. So even in our confession of these heartfelt issues that we're struggling to get rid of, and when something triggers us, they show up. Press your way, just like she did, just to touch the hem of his garment. Because we don't fully understand all the things that are built up within us. But we lash out and don't know why sometimes we're lashing out. So when you go to him, just be honest. Whom the Son sets free is free indeed. He didn't say man. He said the Son, because Some things are deeply rooted that we don't have a clue how deep the root goes. It can go back 20, 30 generations. We don't have a clue. But God knows. And so it's okay to take it to him. It's okay to leave it at the altar, so to speak. But it's not okay to keep carrying this. Because the way of a transgressor is hard. Envy, jealousy, and strife is rottenness to the bones. We are supposed to be free from all this mess that we carry. And some of this stuff is not even ours to carry. Take it to the Lord. Take it to the Lord. If you want to pray, if you want to talk, take it to him. He already knows the very thoughts and intentions of your heart anyway. And he already has a solution. So we don't need to be carrying these weights. Because everything is not a sin. It could be a weight that we refuse to let go of. Therefore, submit to God, resist the devil, he will flee. Because the spirit and the flesh is constantly at war. Cast all our cares. We don't know why Agrippa said, you almost persuaded me. We don't know why he didn't want the testimony that Paul was saying to enter into his heart. When the word goes forth, it finds itself on thorny, stony, or good ground. Which ground are we? Let him search our hearts. Let us be open to the one that created us, because he didn't put it there. But he is willing, he wants to take our issues and heal us. He want to do it. The question is, will we be like Agrippa? I hear what you're saying, but my heart is too hard to fully accept what you're saying. As the scripture says, we're almost at the end of the earth. And God wants our hearts to be right, and he's there to help us to be right. He wished above all that none would perish, but he already knows many are walking away from the faith. He know that. But guess what? He also said he's married to the backslider too. So let us not be like Agrippa when he's basically seeing the testimony, the change that Paul went through. And he still said, no. I hear you, but I don't hear you. So family, be strong in the Lord and the power of his might, and know that the Lord loves us. Lay down his life. He didn't have to, but love caused him to do it. He took all this upon himself as if it was his fault, knowing good and well it was our fault. It was our fault. But he took the blame as if it was his fault. And he loves us. The Lord loves us unconditionally. Don't be like Agrippa. I hear you, but I don't hear you. But I see the transformation. I see the change. I see the power that you're walking in, but I'm not going to listen. Love y'all, and thank you for your support. If you like the video, excuse me, comment, share, like, subscribe. I hope this was a blessing to you, because it's good from time to time to examine yourself, because we have to work out our own soul salvation with fear and trembling. So whatever's there that's making you feel bound and unsure, confused, take it to the Lord. He is more than happy to deliver. Bless you.